I'm Richard Vibert, co-founder of Metomic. We simplify data privacy for online companies. 2 years ago, companies didn't care about our data privacy. This is what they used to do. They used to extract as much data as they could about us. They used to send it to hundreds, if not thousands, of other companies, and then they just let it sit there, decaying in their systems for years. But now, because of GDPR, they can't do this anymore. They're at risk of fines of up to 4% of global revenue, or 20 million euros. Their most valuable asset is now their largest liability. So how are they dealing with such a fundamental shift? Let me show you a couple of examples. You've probably seen something like this before. A company telling you that it values your privacy. But does it really? Before I've even clicked I accept, you can see that this company is already streaming my data to over 38 other companies. It's already tracking me of Google Analytics, and it's told Facebook that I'm here. In trying to solve the problem of GDPR, this company's ended up in an even bigger problem than the one it was in before. Bigger companies, bigger risks. They need something that works. But it is painful. Behind just a simple cookie policy like this one, we have dozens of consultants, the most clunky software you can possibly imagine, and horribly convoluted workflows. It is costing the global 500 companies up to $15 million each to comply with GDPR. So if you weren't already, you're probably now sitting there, pulling out your hair and thinking to yourself, what the bloody hell do I do? With Metomic, the answer is simple. Choose an SDK or call our API. 5 lines of code, 5 minutes of integration, and Metomic will take care of the rest. We enable privacy by design in your applications as a service. Stripe simplified your payments. Auth0 simplified your authentication. And now Metomic simplifies your data privacy. But this isn't just an idea. We are in advanced discussions with John Lewis, Waitrose, and one of the world's largest law firms. Because even they realize that lawyers alone cannot solve this problem. This problem can only be solved with technology. Fortunately, it just so happens to be that we're pretty damn good at technology. My co-founder Ben built his first company when he was 18. Since then, he's got his master's degree in computer science from Imperial College, and he spent the following 6 years building software for financial institutions and startups. By the way, Ben's last company failed because of GDPR compliance. My name is Richard. I was a data scientist. I used to spend day in, day out, harvesting all of your data without a care in the world for your privacy. Until recently. When I was head of data strategy at Sotheby's, I saw firsthand the pains companies were going through in even trying to comply with GDPR. I'm also treasurer of the Data Protection Forum, which is where I met our advisor, Steve Wright. Steve was chief privacy officer at Unilever, and he has also worked at some of the world's largest brands. Steve didn't just realize the power of our technology, he saw the potential in our business. So, before I leave you, let me tell you the single thing that you need to take away with you today. Data privacy concerns are not going away. They have, really, only just begun. We're Metomic. We're raising a seed round to simplify data privacy for every online company in the world. Thank you.